Y'all, that escrow stuff that's been going around is real. So I purchased a home April 24th of 2024, okay? That is key. And I've been paying it on time, paying a little bit more than I have to because, I want to get this mortgage knocked out. Long story short, why I go on my app to check my mortgage status just to kind of see where I'm at, because some told me to check it, and my mortgage went up $400. $400.
My name is Robert. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, guys. Also, if you need help with any type of residential financing, that's for your primary residence, a second home, maybe even an investment property, I'm your guy. I've been a lender for over 20 years now. That information is pinned in the comment and the description below. Now let's get into the video. Why are so many people upset about their escrow account today that you see online, and some of the causes that can cause your escrow account to go up if you're a current homeowner? And then if you're looking to buy a home, this is excellent education for you to understand what all goes into an escrow account and to educate yourself and prevent yourself from having these mysterious or unexpected increases once you become a homeowner. So why your mortgage payment changes is simply because the taxes and the insurance can fluctuate from year to year. An escrow account really is a godsend for a lot of people because a lot of us don't have the ability to save the monies that we need on an annual basis to renew the insurance, the homeowner's insurance on the house to protect in the event of a loss, nor the taxes, okay? If left to our own devices, we won't put that money to the side and then we have a big issue. So some people think it's a conspiracy from the lender and or servicer to collect the escrow account. But really it's smart if you think about it on their behalf, because they're protecting their interest, the money that they've loaned on your home that you own. And so they want to make sure that they get the money back and the home is insured. The people that educated and trained me told me of horror stories where people did not carry insurance and something catastrophic happened and then there was a loss. So I can see the reason for the escrow account. And like I said, it's a godsend, but in essence, it's a safety net for everything that I just aforementioned. It's taken out automatically. So it deals with a lot of us that don't have the discipline and the ability to set those monies aside. And then it should give you as well as the lender a peace of mind. So that's a 10,000 foot view on what an escrow account is, the purpose and how it works. Now, what's included in your escrow? You have your principal and interest payment, and most loans are on fixed interest, right? So that doesn't change. That's not really where a lot of folks are lamenting or complaining about their payments going up so much, pardon me. It really lies in the property taxes and the homeowner's insurance, okay? Or sometimes the flood insurance, depending on where you are. And this is what's causing these large swings in monthly payments or just changes in general, the environment that we're in. There's been a lot more catastrophic events where people are living, and the way insurance works, everybody puts in the pool. And so when a lot of people have to keep going to the pool to be made whole again in several locations, at the end of the day, insurance is a business. It is what it is on that. That's a whole nother video. And then property taxes. Again, if you're in an area that's growing and things are upperly mobile, so on and so forth, you really have to pay attention to those things because that's really where the rubber meets the road. Very rarely, before I get off of this, I can only think of one situation, I won't bring it up, but more times than not, your homeowner association fee or dues will not be a part of the escrow. And for some, that's unfortunate because you hear stories of people not paying their HOA fees, getting sued and potentially possibly losing their home. So, but for the most part, HOA dues are something that you pay separately, okay? Now, why? This is why you came here, right? Why are the escrow accounts going up or down? And this is where you need to put your focus on. I'm going to state it again. Property tax assessments. If you're a current homeowner Every year, your property is going to be assessed based upon the area that you're in. Your servicer is going to get notice from the tax appraisal district of what that assessment is, well in advance. Your job is to, one, know where that document is. A lot of folks now get digital documents, and so really you're not looking or even aware of these documents coming in. So make sure you're familiar with your servicer, the place where you make your payment, the portal, and there's always a section with documents where you can download them as a PDF. More importantly, you need to read them to know and understand what the assessment is going to be. Before I go on to homeowners insurance, a lot of the videos that I've seen and reacted to have to do with new home construction, and buyer beware. If you're dealing with these builders, lenders, it's on you to advocate for yourself. And this is what you have to make sure, that they're establishing the escrow account based upon what the taxes are going to be and not what they've been paying, because whatever that amount is going to be much less because it's on the unimproved value of that lot, which most times, in most cases, it's just the land. And so once that certificate of occupancy is issued to the county, right, saying, hey, somebody's about to move in and the house is complete now, you want to know what that value is, and they should be able to establish your escrow on that balance. To the builder's defense, the reason that they might do that and not assess you on that amount is because you can't qualify with that amount. So again, don't put yourself in a situation where you can't qualify with the true fully taxed payment. If you can't qualify with that, it's just a time bomb waiting to explode. Homeowners insurance premium, same thing for everything that I just aforementioned. You have to notice what that is. So you need to know when your annual premium is coming up. Don't wait till the last month. That's something that you're going to have to shop on. I don't like doing it either, but it is what it is. You have to advocate for yourself, right? Communication gaps. Sometimes when you're switching homeowners insurance, if you don't let your servicer know that that's the case, don't assume that your insurance company is going to reach out to them. We got to get out of that mindset that somebody's going to handle it for us. I trust, but I verify everything. Because if not, if you switch insurances and the servicer does not get notified that you have insurance, they can force place insurance, and that force place insurance, I've seen them as high as $6,000 premiums a year. They're not trying to shop for you. They just want to make sure they're going to get their money back, so they have to insure the interest in the home that you have. So again, trust but verify, and this whole video is about you advocating for yourself. And then closing, miscalculation. Sometimes when you refinance, the escrow is not established the right way. So you have to ask questions, make sure, trust, but verify with everybody that you're dealing with, because you don't want your payment to go up and catch you off guard with hundreds or thousands of dollars in the hole. Okay, let's move forward. So now, some of the best practices, I may have went over some of them, but I'll be brief. You want to read your annual escrow statement once you become a homeowner, okay? You want to review your insurance annually to make sure you're getting the best price. Make sure that the servicer and the loss payees and everything is like it's supposed to be, okay? You want to monitor your local tax trends. It is what it is. You guys have to know what's going on so we can be proactive and stop being reactive. Wealthy people are planners. They're proactive, okay? Poor folks are reactive. We don't want to be reactive, okay? And then you want to consider partial payments if you're in a tax locale that has a tax trend that's going up and to the right, okay? Or if you notice more and more increases. Don't be the victim. Set some monies to the side. This is all more the reason why we have to make sure that we're not spending, not stretching ourselves to the maximum limits as far as the debt to income ratios are concerned, because you have to live and account for life happening when you get into these homes. So these are some best practices that you can get into to make sure that you can deal with increases if they actually happen to you. Okay. So now here's some bonus tips for escrow account management, right? Again, after you refinance, double check your escrow calculations with your lender to make sure that they're allocating for enough. All right. If there's too much, that's fine. You'll get a refund, but you want to make sure that there's enough. Know and understand you have a homestead exemption that could save you some money. That emergency buffer. I like the 14 cent per square footage rule, not only for maintenance, but this is a part of the homeownership as well, to where if something happens, you have been proactive because you know what the tax rates are. You know what the locale where you're living in. You know where the ball is going. You're being proactive. So you're putting a little bit to the side. If you do have a shortage, talk to your servicer. See if you can't spread that shortage out over a period of time. Maybe you've been paying more towards your principal throughout the year. Maybe they can take that principal, take it off of the principal if it's not already been applied, and apply it to the shortage. Communicate, and don't be a victim, right? And then last but not least, you got to read everything, okay? I know with all these computers and LLMs and things of that nature, we can't lose that muscle. And if you don't have it, you got to build it up. You have to be able to read and understand what you're going to be responsible for. What actions can you take as of today, right? If you're a current homeowner, review that escrow analysis. Reach out to your servicer, the place where you make your payment, and find out when do they normally get the analysis, so you could be waiting on it. Know when your annual year comes up for your insurance, right? Mark down dates, put a calendar and things of that nature. Put a reminder on some of these electronic devices that we have so that you can sit down with you and whoever that is in your household and strategize and plan for these things, okay? If you need additional help for understanding, like my clients, they always can reach out to me after the sale. But you ask questions or go online, do research, read comments, look at YouTube videos. There's a lot of information out here, right? Don't be a victim. There you have it. If you want to know more about home ownership and home loans, I call it Mortgage 101. Check out this playlist right here. Until the next time, peace.